there, you know, and hello, Granny. I said to her, and next thing was Nan, weed on the floor. Oh, didn't you?
She was into She was into that, wasn't she?
No. She made me, I was the eldest. She took you and she into the room and all this stuff. The next thing was a pail of water and scrubbing brush and a cloth, and she made me get down on my knees.
Oh!
Try it and even scrub.
You had to do the cleaning up.
She was a very, very house-proud woman, Granny.
Very which?
Very clean and house-proud.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, well, I've heard my mother say that.
And a bit...
you could eat your dinner up.
I used to call her Mammy's pet. Podra. Oh, yeah. And I went off on my own.
Did you ever say it?
Who's at the back?
Did you ever say it?
I don't remember my Granny.
I think I did. I'm going to say it to her now.
I'll say it to the next time I see him.
Well, anyway, you're talking about Grandad. When I came back, he stayed overnight.
Fierce.
And then the next day he
They
came
look
home.
threatening face in those
The
photos.
taxis, you know. And I always remember coming up the path and coming into the house.
I was told he didn't want to get
And going anyway for 4 days.
To Ireland.
She's going all.
Where'd you go? To Dublin?
Going to Dublin and then
down to Cashel and
Tarry. She's going down to Cork.
And she's home where?
Where the cheese comes from.
Tipperary and Cork and I don't know where else.
No, I think what it is.
It'll be very nice.
She likes the thing she likes to see and do before she goes.
she
like,
goes
you know,
to
and she's never been. And she wants to go and see it. I think she is like that because you see her sometimes getting on the.
They're definitely very laid back. And I was down with him one day and I said, are you going to the mission? No. So he said, you know I go to Mass every night for Lent, which he does, which he would. I said, yeah, it keeps you off the streets. And he said, yeah, but I'm giving this a miss for the week of the mission.
He wouldn't go, he was telling me that, he wouldn't go to it, no.
And you know,
No, because they were above the altar, acting out this
told
and
me
acting
why,
out
yeah.
that, he
I
says.
think
He told me
Barry
why.
told me.
No,
Barry
he told me why. And he said, John Grant and them are doing sketches.
That's right, yeah.
I knew this.
Yeah.
And he said, because Mary had told
what's her
me.
name's
And the
father
thing
and
is, he
mother.
said, if I want to go to
And
the
he said,
circus,
no,
I'd rather
and
pay me money and go to
family
Duffy's.
and they're here. And
I'd rather go to Duffy's, he said. So he was doing his duty for Lent, but when the Holy Mission came, he gave it a break.
Barry was telling me on the time, he was in a mission.
Well, even over there, Father Ray,
the mission.
he came back and he said, I'm going to have a couple of sandwiches now. He said, and a couple of tea. He said, and then he said, I have to do a service. I said, you have to do a service? Well, you got christening or something? He said, Captain, you know very well on a Monday I have benediction at 12. Oh, I said, I'm a great Catholic father. I said, I forgot it was Monday.
Did he have benediction?
There was a mission anyway, and of course they were trying to spice it up with these bits and pieces. And they'd have two people older, husband and wife, and they'd have a young person, and this conversation would go on. Why don't you go to Mass? Why should I go to Mass? And this was going on. And then there was the two women. One of them was doing a lot of the singing of the hymns and that, and the other one was above reading the lessons. And one morning at 7 o'clock Mass, 7 o'clock Mass, people go to work, and the missioners would be proud and round on this. And these two American fundamentalists walked right up the whole church, and she had a mantilla on her, couldn't be in there with a hair bared. And they started berating the woman that was actually reading the gospel. And they were screaming at her. It's not right, it's not right. You're bloody crazy. Yeah, and the missioner, and when I heard this, I said to myself, now this, I bet the missioner, like politicians, experienced politics, would be wide for hecklers, right? Yeah. And the missioner just said to them, there you are, he said. You know, he said to the people, these are my friends, they've been following us.
Huskers captain, she'd be a night nurse in the hospital, you know. And she used to come in Landor Road, and she'd come in to me in the morning for a cup of tea. And when Auntie Lyle was in there and she was dying, And Kathleen said to me one morning, she said, who's Bill? She said, Auntie Lyle was playing cards all night with Bill. Now, she loved to play cards and she loved bingo and all that, you know. And I said, Bill was her husband. I said, he died a young man with peritonitis. He had...
Burst appendix.
Appendix, yeah. And Kathleen said, I didn't even know she was married. I said, yes, she's got a wedding ring on. And she said that she was playing cards all night with him and telling him he was a cheat and everything. I said, yeah, that was her husband. It makes you think, really, doesn't it? Yeah, it does make you think. And I didn't say anything to Paul, but I thought to myself, well, I expect Sharon was with them. Because you always say somebody from the family that's gone comes to help, you know, help you kind of...
Bring them on.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah.
I do. After Mammy, I'll never forget that. As you said when you came in.
No, Nicky said the room was crowded.
I said, oh my God, this room is crowded. There's no room for me. It was during your lunch hour,
It was a full house.
She was talking to all our family. Lizzie.
Never discount the Celtic mind.
And all she'd say, no, Biddy, I'm not going with you, Biddy.
We don't know what kind of mechanism is in.
I'm not ready yet, Father, come back. And Mother, come back, I'm not ready yet.
Energy.
And Nellie, she was talking to every one of them.
Nellie? Oh yeah, when I was up, I stayed up for a few nights.
Yeah.
Chatting away to them.
And she knew I was lying beside
but it was
her.
mostly, when I was there, it was mostly mother. And, you know, she was a pain with the leg too, and it was mother.
Yeah.
And it was kind of blurred and that. And then she'd want to sit up, and I'd put her sitting up and hold her on the edge of the bed, and, you know, and let her lie down when she wanted. But one thing I noticed was how small she got.
Yeah.
You could put your arm right round her.
Yeah, Norman did too.
What?
Norman got very small.
Tiny, like,
He got very small in a couple of weeks, didn't he, Alan?
Do you know what scared me today a bit?
What?
No hands.
What?
With the pallbearers, no
Yes,
hands.
I noticed that.
No hands.
They never
On the shoulder.
Just the shoulder.
Now they have it to a very fine art. They did use the hands when they were turning.
Oh, did they?
You see, they're all the same height. And here's another thing. You have to be in the same step.
Oh, I never knew.
Because if you're not in the same step, you're hopping.
Yeah.
And they were they?
Oh yeah,
Mind
they
you,
were
they were
military
very
position.
good.
And
Did you like the
they
coffin?
was just bare.
Oh,
Oh, they were broad
Did you
shoulders.
see
And they were all the one height.
Oh, the crucifix.
They're recruited
crucifix.
they're recruited for shoulder height.
I
Sorry.
like that.
You won't do. Sorry.
It's lovely coffin.
But it was a bit,
And
I said to myself,
mind
listen,
you,
it's
Norma
scary.
went to
Joe.
very long, that coffin.
No, but they wouldn't never. God Almighty was solid than being on the floor with those guys.
Oh,
Did you ever
when I
hear
was
the
there, she
egg?
used to come in. My
What
mother
kind of
used
a
to give
egg?
her
A boiled
drink.
egg, a fried egg?
Yeah.
Would you eat a egg?
Mrs.
What
Riley.
kind of an egg?
Yeah.
A boiled egg, a fried egg, a poached egg, a scrambled egg.
Mother used to have a little drink and give her one.
Yeah.
Do you want one, Catherine?
George
She
cut the
said to
hair
me,
no.
Mrs. Riley, no,
He was
Mrs.
like a
Riley, I
Rastafari.
don't
Did he
like
get a
them.
cut?
I think they'd have a drop
what?
of whiskey
Did he
or
get a
something. I
cut?
Oh, I
can't
think I
drink
got a
whiskey.
blowtorch.
Yeah, why
And
not?
you know what?
But I couldn't drink whiskey.
Oh,
Look
man,
like
he
that,
looks,
the dog on
but
the
he
dog.
looks,
That's better,
he
yeah.
looks real.
Looked ridiculous, yeah.
He looked. It was like a bird's nest on his head,
Yeah,
and you could see through it and the
Yeah.
scalp underneath. Oh, little George McCarver. They're so funny. They're so funny.
So who lives there, Mrs. Riley's then?
There's two ladies living there. They're renting it from Parky.
Oh, I see. Oh, it was their own house
Oh,
then.
they have it rented, have they?
I don't think he sold it, no.
He's over here, is he?
Oh, yeah, he's over
Yeah, I was
there,
talking to him now. He was home for Cemetery Sunday, I think. He was home, no, we missed Seamus's funeral because we were away in the west.
Seamus died.
Died, he did, yeah. I missed you too, we were away.
Ah,
Sure.
shit.
Who's he
He died
Mrs.
lately,
Brady's
Seamus.
house?
Last year, is it, or the year, 2 years
One
ago.
of them has it and they rented out.
Actually, yeah,
There's a lot of hookum with them.
He had,
The one that
And
was
rents
left,
it out,
one that was
too.
left, the other, the bullies.
he had dementia. Or
Was left to one of them.
Oh, yeah.
But he
Was
wasn't
it
well
left
for
to
long.
the one up
in
and
Dundee?
turned
Yes,
into-
and the other bullies.
turned into dementia.
The other
Well, that's, what do you call
The
it?
bully did off, the got her
Alzheimer's, I think.
But she's a load of shit anyway.
It wasn't divided then, or?
Oh God, no.
Yeah,
And
Was
they
it,
have it
was it
set
left
out
to that girl because she
She left the
didn't
Peggy
own
because she
her
had her
house?
own, which she actually did.
She did
Because she
own
bought
a
her
house.
off the corporation in Dunleary. And the thing is, those houses were one up, one down. Do you remember those?
Yeah.
Well, it was made into one house. So it's a much bigger house now.
Oh, it's a lovely house.
No, I mean the one upstairs in Dunleary.
Oh, yes.
In Convent Road.
Yeah.
There were one up, one down.
Yeah.
There was one door, and then there was two doors, and one was upstairs and one was in.
Oh, yeah.
You know the way they used to build those houses.
What was it I said to you that they had, Helen? They had, the legs were swollen a bit. What's that, Anne?
Scarlet fever.
No,
There's
not
scarlet
scarlet
fever.
fever, was it? I think it might have been scarlet fever, something like that. And Helen said to me, oh, for God's sake, don't tell him. I said, no, I won't. You said to me, for God's sake, don't tell Paddy.
Oh, that he had scarlet when he was young.
Yeah, when he was
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, an awful coward. He
Good idea.
screamed the place down.
Yeah.
To go,
Good idea.
and he wouldn't go and have his tonsils. And my mother, oh, don't worry, I'm not going to send you, I'm just keeping you here. And all, and me, 4 years younger than her. And I was, you know, I was looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Going to Nav into the hospital.
Yeah, an
You know,
adventure.
an
Oh,
adventure.
yeah, he wouldn't,
Yeah.
Helen was telling me.
Wasn't
she
it
had
big?
to
I
put
used to go
tonsils
and
out.
give injections.
He
They
screamed
called
the
her
place
Bertha from
down,
Belfast.
Roger.
She was just
And then, what's his name when he came with the taxi?
Alan, that's going to take
What's his
it off
name,
you.
Joe?
That's
No,
going
up
to
the
take
road.
the edge off your
Ben
laptop.
Ben Boyle, yeah.